Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh! Look at that! What are you doing? Huh? Yay! Go Ren! Hey guys, welcome back to DRAMAtical Murder. If you realize that the audio sounds a little bit better, it's because I'm actually using the different side of my microphone that actually works and actually sounds good, so yeah. We're doing Noiz's Fruit Part 4, I believe. Yeah, Part 4. So, last time, we got a little bit touchy. Noiz got a little touchy with us. We did him a little bit of a favor. Wink, wink. And now we're at Platinum Jail after some punks that Noiz decided to beat up chased us out of our hotel room. I'm sorry again that this is like a few days late, guys. For some reason when I tried recording this before, my microphone just decided to like stop recording in the middle of me, like my voice was silent through like half the video, so I wasn't able to hear what I said throughout the whole thing. So we're just gonna jump into it and re-record this and, you know, do this again. So let's do it. Okay. We circle the tower until we locate the back door. 2 guards are stationed there. We'll need to observe them for a while, find a chance to slip by, or at least that's my plan. But the second we arrive, Noiz charges the gate. In the blink of an eye, he lays both guards out cold. Rushing in like that was insane! My heart racing, I join Noiz in front of the tower's back entrance. After staring at the door for a few seconds, Noiz presents his coil to the access screen. If the user isn't authorized, it should show up an error message. However, the light shifts from red to green, and the door slides open with a hiss. A chill crawls up my spine. But there's no choice. We exchange looks, then enter the tower. Ooh, yeah. Pretty. The interior is so white as to be blinding and has the sterile feel of a hospital. Our reflections glint coldly on the walls and floor, which are polished to a mirror's shine. I've heard that part of the tower is open to the public, but we came in through the back entrance, so there aren't any guests around. As we make our way carefully down the hall, we glimpse that guard walking toward us. We slip into the hallway and hold our breath. After the guard has passed, we quickly return to the hall, keeping an eye on our surroundings. At the end of the hall, we find an elevator. Just to be safe, we make sure the guard is far away before making a dash for the elevator. The moment we step into the waiting elevator, Noiz pushes the button for the top floor. The elevator takes off with a jolt. I breathe a small sigh of relief, too early to relax. The beeping of a coil draws my attention. Noiz is looking at a map. I wonder if he has some kind of plan. After some time, the elevator slows to a stop and the doors open. This hallway is just as wide as the first one, but narrower and utterly without decoration. Noiz closes his map and starts walking down the hall. He keeps his eyes on the floor as he walks, like he's looking for something. Suddenly, he stops. Noiz points to the wall with his chin, indicating a network panel. Kneeling in front of it, he pulls a cord from his coil and plugs it into the socket.
何する気だ? このフロアのネットワークに工作する。工作? ここから先は一般人の立ち入りが禁止されたフロアだ。警備も厳しくなる。だから俺らがいくら呼ばれても外からはこのフロアが何の問題もないように見せかける。一時的なもんだから時間稼ぎにしかならねえけど、やらねえよりはやっといた方がいいだろう。
Noiz opens his coil screen and gets to work. His hands move with unbelievable speed matched by that of the text streaming down his display, but even then, it takes a fair bit of time. I wait anxiously for him to finish. It's crazy to spend so much time camped out in enemy territory. No denying the kid has balls. Noiz answers without stopping. Restless, I let my attention wander down the hall, and there I notice something. Is that a dog? It is. A dog with smooth black fur casually walking toward us. Kind of looks like a Doberman. Or wait, maybe I'm thinking of something else. Not a German Shepherd, but definitely one of those guard dogs. Why is there a dog here? Is it someone's all-mate?
Oi, Noiz.
I trail off, realizing that I shouldn't distract him. Instead, I open the bag to see what Ren thinks. I open my bag to see what Ren thinks.
Ren, あいつなんだ? なんでこんなとこに犬が?
逃げろ。あの機体は。
機体?
The black dog stops. Oh! Oh, Jesus Christ! And then it opens its mouth wide. Its mouth opens wide, revealing a long metal tube.
あれは防犯用の装備を施された特殊なオールメイトだ。
防犯用? Noiz, 逃げろ!
Noiz looks up, then starts to dodge to the side. But before he can, a brilliant red light bursts from the dog's mouth. I tackle Noiz to the ground just in time. What the hell was that? I glance over my shoulder. Where the beam struck, the wall is charred black. My blood turns cold. What would have happened if that had hit one of us? I feel a sharp pain in my side when I try to get up. My shirt is torn and my skin is burned. The beam must have clipped me when I tackled Noiz. I point frantically at the dog. The metal tube is aimed straight at us. How soon can he fire it again? To my utter shock, Noiz charges at the monster. As I watch, he pulls a cue from his waist and thrusts it into the dog's mouth. Oh, a moment later, clouds of smoke pour from the creature's maw. Its front legs jerk and wobble, then it collapses. Did he just clog the barrel with a cube and it caused it to backfire? That was completely insane. If he'd been a second too late. He never learns, does he? Still, there's no denying that he saved our asses. But the reprieve is brief. After, another dog, just like the other one, appears at the end of the hall. No, not one. Several! Holding my aching side, I run down the hall beside Noiz. We find a door with a glass window and peer inside. It looks like a storage room. More importantly, it's empty. We slip into the room and hide ourselves between the neatly organized shelves. Holding our breath, we listen closely for any sound outside. Amid this tension, I can just barely hear the sound of the dog's footsteps. The Footsteps reach the door and stop. After a few moments, they move again, this time moving away. Phew. I let out a heavy sigh of relief. I look at Noiz. He's staring into space as if searching for an answer to some question.
Noiz?
God damn it, I forgot there's sirens going off today. He turns to me. The stare is so piercing, I have to shrink back. I've gotten to learn how his face looks when he's unhappy. Noiz suddenly reaches out to touch the burn on my side. I jerk away, but it still hurts. Noiz looks at me with disdain. Shit! Oh, okay! The blood rushes to my head in an instant. Before I can stop myself, I punch Noiz square in the face. Noiz! I meant Noiz! I look at my fist, then at Noiz's face, shocked. His cheek is red, and a trickle of blood is leaking from the corner of his mouth. Shit. Oh! Oh! He smirks as he licks the blood from his lip. Oh no! Oh shit! Heat explodes on my cheek as Noiz returned the punch. Oh! You never hear him yell! Oh my god! Oh my gosh. I've never heard Noiz yell. Oh my god. We exchange punches again and again until finally he pushes me to the floor and mounts me. His knee presses against the burn on my side. He squeezes his legs tighter around me. The little shit is doing it on purpose. Incensed by the pain, I pull my leg up and knee him in the crotch as hard as I can. Cockshot! I quickly glance up at Noiz's face, but he's just looking down at me, completely calm. His face is swollen by my punches too, but he hardly seems to notice. Noiz doesn't say a word. His face doesn't betray anything either. Man, he was like this last time too. He didn't seem to notice when he burned his hand on the coffee. At first I thought he was just acting tough. Or maybe that he had a really high pain tolerance. But this? No one could ignore getting kneed in the balls. Even I know that, and I'm not even a guy. Plus, when he was hitting me back, I didn't really feel any anger from him. Normally, I'd expect him to feel rage or something. But there isn't any of that with Noiz. He never hesitates either. His behavior is almost mechanical. Noiz glares at me icily. His voice is colder than I've heard it before. I knew it.
痛みを感じない？体の感覚が鈍いんだよ。死体が。触れられてるのがなんとなくわかる程度っつうか、分厚いゴム越しに触られてる感じだ。だから言っただろ。手当てとか必要ないって。怪我なんて適当にしとけばそのうち治る。でもあんたは違う。あんたは痛みを感じるんだろ。
I keep skipping shit.
なのに俺かばって怪我するとか。俺からしたら本当意味わかんねえから。
Goddamn pauses in Japanese.
わざわざリスク背負うとか謎だ。意味わかんねえのはどっちだ？アホ。
What? I interrupt Noiz with a slight slap across the cheek. At first, I was surprised to hear that he couldn't feel pain. So surprised that it took me some time to understand. But as I listened to Noiz describe it so calmly, I started to feel sad. He can't feel pain, can't understand pain. Because of that, what else can't he understand? Pain is how people come to understand each other. Hurting others, being hurt in return. Through pain, through reflecting on what causes pain, we learn how to better to interact, how better to solve our problems. But he can't do that, can he? Because he can't feel pain, he can't understand the pain of others. That's why my actions are so mysterious to him. Someone helping him purely out of concern, without any ulterior motive. That's beyond what he can imagine. In his mind, there has to be a reason. No wonder he assumed I was after his body and stuff. It makes him seem almost childlike.
お前さ、あんまりバカなこと言うなよ。痛みがなくたって血は流れるし、致命傷を負えば死ぬ。痛くないから手当てはいらないとか、どんなへりくつだよ。俺は確かにお前をかばって怪我したし、痛かった。けど、それで良かったと思ってる。それこそ自分の怪我なんか気にならないくらい。それって俺が死んだら自分のせいになるからだろ。後々面倒だもんな。違う。なんでそうひねくれた方にしか考えられないんだよ。俺のせいにならなくたって助けてるっつの。じゃあやりたいからか。
I mean, we kind of already, established that, but whatever.
そういう言い方やめろ。違うから。なんで助けたんだって言われたら、お前を納得させる言葉がなかなか見つかんねえんだけど。とにかく助けたかったんだよ。だから手当てもするし、かばうし。意味わかんねえ。人間なんて意味わかんねえことだらけだろ。お前は痛くないから平気なんだろうけど、俺が嫌なんだよ。だから勝手にいろいろやる。バカ。
What?
お前に言われたくねえし。見返りがないなら損するだけだし。いいんだよ。俺は損だと思ってねえんだから。つまり、ある意味では俺も自分勝手なんだよ。俺がやりたいことをお前に押し付けてるんだから。やめろっつったら。
やめない。お前、俺に構われるの嫌なんだろ。でも、俺はそんなの関係ねえし、俺がやりたいと思うからやるだけだし。それがうぜえなら、少しは俺の言うこと聞け。そうしたら俺も考える。だからお前も、もっと俺のこと考えろ。
Noiz goes silent. I quickly grow restless, wondering if I said something strange.
あんたさ、今結構おかしいこと言ってる自覚ある？面と向かって俺のこと考えろとかさ、そういうの恥ずかしげもなく堂々と言うやつ、初めて見た。
It did sound pretty corny. I turned away, my face suddenly on fire. Oh, he's embarrassed.
顔赤いけど。
Oh.
うるせえな。
でも、まあさっきも言ったけど、そこまで俺に介入してくるやつはあんたが初めてだ。今までは嫌われて遠ざけられるか、体が金目当てで寄ってくるかのどっちかだったから。
I turned back to him. His voice is softer than before, and where before his expression was flat and robotic, now it's tinged with confusion.
体が金目当てってなんだよ。
そのまんま。親が
金持ちなのか。
親はな。でも俺はそういうやつらにつか他人に興味ねえし。だからちょっと乱暴にするとすぐ問題になった。問題になるのはガキの頃からだったけど、痛みがわかんねえから相手を傷つけてもわかんねえんだよ。加減ができねえ。それで泣かせたガキの親がよくうちに怒鳴り込んできて、両親が俺は家の恥だって言ってさ、誰にも関わるなって部屋に閉じ込められたし。
ひで
えな。下手に金があるから便所も風呂も完備された部屋を作ってそこに入れられてさ。勉強は家庭教師で飯はメイドが運んできて、それ以外は誰も会いに来ねえし、怪我とかしても自分で処置してたし。初めのうちは寂しくて泣いてたけど、だんだん一人でいろいろできるようになってきてさ。そしたら一人でも余裕で生きていけるって思って、他人なんか必要ねえし。
それは違うだろう。
I mean, if I grew up in circumstances like his, I'd probably have turned out the same way. Forced to live alone with no one to call a friend. Eventually, you'd get used to living like that. You wouldn't even question why. Noiz speaks about it very matter-of-factly now, but he must have suffered horribly when he was a child. After being treated like that by your parents, you'd have to convince yourself you were fine alone just to survive.
聞きたいんだけど、もし仮に俺があんたのことを考えるようになったとしたら、俺に何か得はあるの？
まずその損だの得だのいう考え方を捨てろ。でもまあ損はさせねえよ。
根拠は？
そんなのねえし。
Huh? I wrap my arm around his head and pull him into my chest.
おい。
いいから。おとなしくしてろ。
What? He resists at first, but after a bit he gives up and awkwardly leans into me. Oh my gosh! Look at that! Oh, they're so cute. That's so adorable. Oh my god. You look kind of stubborn, are ya? I hold his head firmly to my chest. Perhaps my warmth will say what my words can't. When I was a kid and I'd start to cry, Granny would always do this for me. I feel her warmth, and before I knew it, I would be calm. Maybe it'll work for him. I mean, he's never really felt warmth, right?
俺がお前に一つだけ教えられるのはさ、多分お前が思ってるほどこの世界は悪くないってことだな。
俺はそもそも世の中がどうとか思ってない。興味ねえし。
それはお前が知らないだけだろ。お前すげえたくさん知らないことあるんだからな。
知る必要あるの？
知らないよりは知っといた方が得だろ。お前の言い方に合わせると。
じゃあ具体的にあんたがそれを教えてくれるのか？
I look at Noiz a little surprised. I never imagined hearing something like that from his mouth. Feeling a gentle warmth come over me, I squeeze his head a little tighter.
そうだな。お前が俺のことをもうちょっと考えるようになって、無茶やったりしないって約束するならな。ほら、何しろ俺の方が年上でお兄さんなわけですから。
Ah, so cute.
そういうのはうぜえな。
I've said that before. He always acts like a dick.
うぜえよ。
I can't help but smile. I feel like I finally understand Noiz a little, and that makes me happy.
なんか熱くなってきた。
I take my hand off his head and he sits up on the floor. I sit up too and lean back against a nearby shelf.
で、約束してくれんのか？
そんなのわかんねえし、知らねえし。気が向いたらな。
それじゃあ、いつ教えられんのかわかんねえだろ？
知らねえよ。
Well, Noiz being stubborn is nothing new. Still, is it just me, or is he suddenly avoiding eye contact? Wait, is he embarrassed? Ah, I think he is. Maybe he really did hear what I said. Maybe he really did hear some of what I said.
つかこんなとこであんたとイチャついてる場合じゃね
イチャついてって、お前な。さっきの工作なんとかなったのか？
ああ、あの犬のオールメイトが俺らを見つけたっていう情報も今はまだ気づかれてないはずだ。
そうか。それじゃ今のうちに。
A spike of pain in my side makes me wince. I'd forgotten it while we were arguing, but now the pain comes rushing back. The wound throbs like my heart has taken up residence in the spot.
さっきの怪我か。
Noiz stands up and takes a look at the wound.
痛むんだよな。
そうだな。
手当てとかした方がいいんだよな。
ああ、まあできればな。
I look up at Noiz, astonished, while I answer. He's concerned about me?
なんだ。
いや、別に。
何か手当てできるものは。
Noiz starts rummaging through his pockets. After a moment, he pulls out a white handkerchief.
ハンカチ？なんでお前がそんなもん。
ガキの頃の習慣が抜けねえんだよ。
Ah, he is embarrassed. Noiz shoots me a glare. Right, Noiz comes from a rich family, so he had a pretty high-class upbringing. But still, a white handkerchief? It's kind of cute. Oh my god, I love it, I love it, I love it.
へえ。
なんだよ。
Oh god, I love this. I love this so much. I'm gonna say this every time, guys. I love this game. I don't care what anybody else says. I love it. He grumpily shoves the handkerchief back into his pocket.
使えそうなもんがねえな。
大丈夫。このくらい持つ持つ。
I stand, fighting the pain, and try to walk. But
言いたいのか。
ちょっと。
a little. More like a lot, dude.
やっぱりなんか探してくる。
でも危ないだろ。さっきのオールメイトもいるかもしれないし。
なんとかなる。あんたはここで待ってろよ。一応こいつ置いていくから。何かあったらこの目のとこを押せ。
Noiz pulls one of the cubes from his waist and tosses it to me. As he gets to the door, he looks back.
何？
What are you doing? Huh? He suddenly reaches out and pulls my head toward him. And then our lips touch. And then he licks me.
じゃあな。
With that, Noiz leaves the room. His expression never changes. After he's gone, I let out a bashful sigh. Oh my god. Sometimes I feel like I'm letting him lead me around like by the nose. Not that I really mind. I sit back down on the floor, shielding my wounded flank as I leaned on against a shelf. I hope Noiz is okay. We're smack in the middle of enemy territory. I don't care how strong he is. I'm still worried about him. My burn stings almost as if it were resonating with my heart, with my fears. I squeeze the cube tight, praying for his safe return. 30 minutes have passed and Noiz hasn't returned. Something's wrong. Something must have happened. Maybe someone caught him. I don't want to be pessimist, but no matter how competent Noiz is, I can't ignore the possibility. Maybe I should...
非常事態が発生しました。これより約5分後に地下階より順次隔壁による通路遮断を開始します。システムを一時的に停止します。通路に出ているスタッフは速やかに避難してください。繰り返します。非常事態が発生しました。
I don't know what, but something's happened. I have to find Noiz. After glancing at the cube in my hand, I stand up slowly, using the shelf for support. The burn on my side hurts like hell, but I can't let that stop me. I open my bag and wake up Ren.
レイ、ちょっとめんどくさいことになった。俺も結構やばいからサポート頼む。
大丈夫か？
とはちょっと言えないけど頑張るしかねえな。
I leave the room clutching my side, walking as fast as I can manage. Out in the hall, the alarm is even louder. I can hear some kind of rumbling in the distance. Probably the hallways being sealed or whatever. Is Noiz even still on this floor? I put the cube in the palm of my hand and press the eye like Noiz said.
ノイズはこのフロアにいるか？いないよ。そっか。
I guess I should try heading up for now.
青葉、後ろだ。
I spin around to see one of those dog allmates standing there. If it hits me with that beam, I'm done for. I take off running down the hall, the pain in my side forgotten. I hear the dog's footsteps coming after me. Need somewhere to hide. I dash frantically down the hall. There, an elevator. I throw myself at the door and smash the call button. Hurry, hurry! The The door opens and I jump inside. The last thing I see before the door closes is the Almaid's jaws open wide. I'm safe. I press the button for the top floor. After a short trip, the elevator stops and the door starts to open. But just as I'm about to step out, I freeze. Another one. And this time, its mouth is already open. The barrel of its gun is pointing straight at me. What do I do? A memory flashes through my head. Just before it fires, I throw the cube Noiz gave me straight into the dog's mouth. I hear the muffled explosion, then the dog takes a few steps back, legs twitching. It struggles for a bit, smoke pouring from its mouth, but eventually it collapses. Did it work? I approach the dog to see. Yeah, it looks dead. Noiz's cube is on the floor next to it. Its eye lights are blinking. When I pick it up, it starts talking. Aww. Then I heard something. Keep hearing shit. Looks like it broke when the beam discharged.
Noiz, いるのか？どこに？
Aww, you broke it, Alba! As I watch, the lights in its eyes dim, then go dark. It used the last of its energy to deliver its message. I put the cube in my jacket pocket, then slip past the dog Almaid and head down the hallway. Noiz is in a large room in the middle of this floor. I have to hurry. My side still hurts, but I have more pressing concerns. After walking for a bit, I reach a door at the end of the hallway. It's more elaborate than the others. Is this the place? I run up to the door. I know where this is. Let's do it. White flowers, white walls, a white floor, and a white ceiling. Is this Toei's room? The one Noiz mentioned?
Noiz?
He's safe. I can't help but smile. It's such a relief to see him unhurt.
お前、すげえ心配したんだぞ。全然戻ってこないし、大丈夫だったのか?
I don't think that's Noiz, dude. I start to approach him, but now stop after only a few steps. Something's wrong. Noiz just stands there watching me. His eyes are cold, hard, robotic. Oh no! Noiz's face looks funny when it's rippled. It's funny, yeah. Suddenly, the space around us twists. No way! I know for a fact that this is gonna lag whenever in the recording. Seems like the same match with Noiz, except it's kind of distorted.
あいつどうしちゃったんだ?
詳細は不明だが、何者かにコントロールされている可能性がある。
コントロール? 一体誰に?
青葉来るぞ。
Alright, let's do this. Alright, here comes the bunnies. Ren! Oh no! It looks like we're taking more damage than he is.
青葉指示を。
くそ操られてるとか冗談だろ。ノイズ目覚ませ。ノイズしっかりしろ。おい
青葉
レン防御。
Yeah, there you go, Alba! Getting the hang of it! Oh no. Looks like we're taking more damage than anything.
攻撃を。
Yay! Go Ren! Did we do it? Did we win? I don't even know. Oh, shit!
青葉
Oh no, we lost! When I return to reality, I fall to my knees, unable to endure the pain racking my body. Drops of sweat rain down on the floor. Noiz wasn't holding back at all.
青葉気をつけろ。
I look up, Noiz is standing in the same spot watching me. Suddenly he lowers his hips and charges. I block his right hook with both arms. The impact numbs me to the bone. His assault continues, a storm of punches.
ノイズ
Through my guard, I catch a glimpse of Noiz's face. I was right. His eyes. They're empty, blank, like the eyes of a man being controlled. Just like Mizuki and Akishima. Noiz suddenly shifts his target from my face to my stomach. I quickly twist to avoid him, but he manages to graze my side. The side with the burn. Did you do that on purpose? As if to answer my question, he begins to focus his attacks on that spot. I don't know if he recognizes me, but there's no question that he's trying to beat me.
ノイズやめろ。
Noiz's expression is flat, his glassy stare unblinking as he attacks. His relentless mechanical punches force me to focus exclusively on defense. I don't want to fight him like this. I need a solution. My arms are going numb. I won't be able to hold out much longer. Use it. Use it. Use your power. Suddenly a voice echoes in my mind. My head is pounding again. Soon it will be too late. Use it. Enter his mind. Lay it bare. Ooh, my gosh! Excuse me. As the pain grows to split my skull, everything seems to move in slow motion. My hands move on their own, grabbing Noiz by the head. And then...
お前の中へ入る。
Oh! Here we go! Yay! Let's do this, folks! Alright, entering scrap. Awesome! Darkness. I can't see or hear anything. I can't tell left from right or front from back. Is this Noiz's mind? I stand there for a while as my eyes adjust to the dark. Eventually, I manage to make out some shapes. But all there is to see are the lines of the floor and walls and ceiling. There's nothing else here. It's an empty room. Where's Noiz? Suddenly, a rectangular hole opens in the wall to my right. The light spills into the dark room. The shape of a person appears. The person, slouched, wearing gray clothes with a white mask, shuffles into the room. Identical copies of the person follow, slowly filling the room. It's eerie, a dark room filled with monochrome figures. Like all the color has been leached from the world. The masked people gather in the center of the room, forming a loose circle. As the circle begins to turn, the white masks slowly look almost as if they're crying. My eyes are glued to the bizarre display. A moment later, something appears in the middle of the circle. Whoa! Strange distortion in the air, like the static of a malfunctioning TV. I peer through and see what looks like a person curled up on the floor. Is that Noiz? It is. His eyes are closed, like he's sleeping. Noiz. I try to call his name, but nothing comes out. At that moment, the orderly circle of masked men start to behave strangely. They begin to sway and fro, seemingly without coordination, and the sound of bones cracking fills the room. Music comes from nowhere at all, blending in with that awful sound. The distorted rhythm twists into the frail screech of a worn-out record. That, together with the scene I'm witnessing, fills me with a growing unease. I'm not the only one that hears that, right? I'm not the only one that hears that, right? It's coming in from all sides. This conversation. I'm inside Noiz's mind. These must be words he's heard before. The people talking are probably his parents. How awful. I try to push my way through the circle of dancing figures. But as I approach, the masked figures start moving differently, and they start swaying to block my path. Excuse me. For an instant, I try to push them away, but it looks as though my fingers are bent in strange directions. I pull my head back in shock. The masked figures sway as if mocking me. I look down at my hand. It's fine. Was that just an illusion? I try pushing my way through the figures again. Once again, my fingers twist. What the hell is this? Every time I try to approach, my fingers twist and the figures laugh. Are they testing me? Saying if I want to reach Noiz, I'll have to overcome the terror. I know this isn't the real world. Nothing really is happening to my body. But it feels real. Still, I don't have a choice. Fighting against my fear, I approach. I feel the unnatural sensation of flesh and bone twisting in my fingertips. It's not real. It's not real. Repeating the words in my head, I rush to the dancing figures. When I touch them, they fall to the floor without resistance, flopping around like a fish out of water. Once they're all down, the static clears and Noiz at last takes shape. Suddenly, the room is silent. Noiz's voice echoes in the silence. He's curled up on the floor in front of me. Is this how the world feels to Noiz? This is Noiz's world, where his parents abandoned him and forced him to live alone. An empty world, a dark world, where you can't feel pain or anything at all. This is the world Noiz has always known. His arms and legs are bound with heavy shackles, connected to the chains which stretch out into the darkness. I crouch down to try to remove them. Suddenly his eyes open and he looks at me. I freeze. He reaches out with his shackled hands and cups my cheeks. His thin lips part, forwarding a smile. I can see his red tongue poking from the gap between his lips. His tongue slips past his bottom lip and down his chin. The length of it frightens me. In this colorless world, the bright red is blindingly bright. Taking a firm grip on my head, he brings his face close to mine. I try to pull away, but then I remember something Noiz said. He said that only his tongue can feel. Perhaps that's why in this world, in his mind, his tongue is so long and bright. The one part of Noiz is allowed to feel. I need to accept it, for only through it can Noiz know the joy of life. A hot flush blooms on my neck as I open my quivering lips to Noiz. I lean forward and close my eyes. Something warm enters my mouth. Oh my god! Noiz. I accept you. Please. Come back. What the? Wait. Did we just suddenly jump back in time? It's a large... okay. It's just the same thing over and over again. Oh. Even the roads themselves might be closer than I noticed, so you hardly see any cars around these days. Most might see a taxi waiting in vain, or the occasional junker parked on the side of the road. Oh. Am I on oh, wait! Is this what Noiz is seeing? Because I see Alba right there. I can't even tell what's going on. I can't read any of that. This is getting kind of freaky. Why is why is the junk shop phone ringing? I'm not even touching it. I'm not even touching it. I don't even know what I'm doing. Noiz? What's going on? It's just all garbled gibberish right now. Someone's screaming? The hell is going on? Noiz? Okay, guys, so I'm probably gonna leave it at that. I've been recording for a little bit over an hour. Alright. So, I'm sorry that this video was so late, you guys. I promise it won't happen again. At least I'll try not to. It's just with the holidays coming up, I'm probably gonna be busy. So, I got life stuff, but we're gonna do our best. So if you guys liked the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're part of the channel, click that little ding-a-ling-a-ling, that little bell button to be notified by every new video that I post, and if you're new to the channel, please be sure to hit subscribe, get to know me a lot better. All of my social media links will be down in the description below. Check out the full playlist right up here in the corner, and be sure to check out the last two characters, Kojiku and Clear, and see if you like them as well. And we are gonna see if we make it to the good end or the bad end tomorrow. So yeah. So I'll see all you gorgeous people in the next video. Farewell! This is getting kind of freaky, but also very, very interesting. I'm honestly kind of shocked, and I like it.